All right, here we go. FUT deep dive, FIFA 23. Let's just get straight into it. I'm hyped.
Hello everyone, we're here with our ultimate team producers to give a special presentation on what's new to FUT in FIFA 23. All right, over to you, team.
Thanks, Derek. We are here with Richard and Aslan from the development team to talk about everything new in Ultimate Team. So Aslan, let's start with you. What are you most excited about in FIFA Ultimate Team this year?
You know, there's no question it has to be FUT Moments. It's our brand.
So yeah, it's a FUT Moments is basic. All right, I'll let him explain it. Go on, Aslan. Aslan's a good band in Ireland, if you didn't know.
New mode. It's going to give players a new way to play, a new way to earn rewards, and it's...
Whoa, look at that pack animation. That's cool. All right, I'm hyped. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I like the way it looks. Hopefully, the start of it is even better than this year. But that looks fucking cool. All right.
Totally different from anything we've done before. It's going to be single player, fast, fun.
Single player, ick. Big ick. If you can do co-op on it, maybe good, but still, bit of an ick. Offline modes just don't work.
Bite-sized scenarios with a ton of variety and unique challenges.
Bite-sized, so that means that we can play certain scenarios within a match, like the 70.
Okay, what does it say? So, no squad requirements. There's like select reward level. Okay. Difficulty, it gives you a difficulty and stuff like that as well. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, that's obviously not finished yet. But let me see, modifiers. Okay, so that's what you're against. It must be AI chemistry 6, whatever the hell that means. Okay, interesting. You see this FUT Moments thing up here too. Cool. Foundations, gaining possession. So complete a tackle, pass the ball one time, score a goal. Okay, that's not too bad. All right.
25th minute.
You got it. So
I love free kicks, man. I'm sorry, I keep hopping on this, but I love free kicks, bro. So score a goal is the, if you can't see it behind my head, it says challenges score a goal 0 out of 1. Okay, interesting.
It's going to be short gameplay sessions. It could be scoring a free kick. It could be completing a comeback when you're 2-0 down with only 10 minutes to go. But we'll also have crazier ones, you know, things like scoring a goal with your keeper without completing a single pass, without losing possession. We can do all kinds of fun.
Cool. If you didn't see, the challenges says complete one tackle, pass the ball one time, and score a goal. Cool.
Stuff that is just really different from our other modes.
Does that mean that we can recreate matches and scenarios that we've seen in real life over the weekend?
You know, we're going to have a mix, right? So some moments will be inspired by real life, recreating that banger from the weekend, that goal from Sun with a finesse shot from outside the box. But we'll also have more unique and creative ones that really just are very distinct and different from how you play in other modes in FUT. So there's going to be a lot.
Score a finesse shot with a left back, score a finesse shot with a cam, and score a finesse shot with a right back. That is interesting, man. This is kind of cool. I do wish it was maybe not on. If you can do co-op, I'm happy. If this is co-op, I'm happy. Okay, because that could be fun. All right, it's something new, and I hope the rewards are good for it. But you know what? Fair play to them for trying something new. I like it.
A lot of variety and a lot of fun ways to play in moments.
Now, what exactly do you get when you complete a moment?
Yeah, so when you're completing moments, I think the most important thing is that you get to set your own difficulty level. So based off your difficulty level, we're going to give you stars as a reward. So stars are a brand new reward type to Ultimate Team this year. So you're going to be able to redeem them in the Moments reward gallery. You're going to always have new rewards for you to be looking out for and exchanging your stars for, but your stars will never go away. So it's up to you if you...
Interesting. Okay.
want to spend them as you earn them, or if you want to save them up for something special.
So is it...
What does it say here? Complete a roulette left, roulette right, score with a flare shot. Cool. Okay. And then, okay, so to the left, there's only one option here. There's only one reward level, not like another. I like this. This is it's an interesting concept.
A system that comes in seasons for moments?
Yeah, so there's going to be a mix of content. We're going to have a lot that's going to be available right from launch, and then we're also going to have some seasonal content that's going to come and go. Some might be up for a few days, some might be up for...
Whoa, look at that pack animation, man. I'm here for it. It's grand. It reminds me of The Great Gatsby. I like it.
Month. Now, this is really interesting because some people might come home, play FIFA, but they don't have enough time to play a full match. So this is like, yeah, like you said, bite-sized.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite parts about it, is that if I have a few minutes free, now I can jump into Ultimate Team and I can make progress. I can practice my free kicks, I can practice dribbling, or I can just try out a scenario and see how that goes.
So what I'm really excited about are the new changes I've been hearing to chemistry. Can you tell?
Chemistry. Chemistry's a tough one. There's a lot of trees involved. 3 chemistry max per person. I'm actually looking forward to this. We might take a little bit of a little bit of time for this one.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest changes we've ever made. In 23, we're totally overhauling chemistry, and you'll have more variety than ever in how you build your squad. So we focused on making it more authentic with how we're doing positioning, more intuitive with how your players are going to link on the pitch, and really just enabling a lot more experimentation and variety when it comes to building your squad.
Now, one thing I noticed about this screen is that there are no chem lines.
Yeah, that's right. So positional links are gone. Players can now link
Wait.
across
Chem lines.
Oh my god, there's no
Yeah,
cam
that's right.
lines.
Now, one thing I noticed.
Okay, I don't really understand how any of this works when it comes to chemistry. I'd imagine because there's 4 premier, like why does Ederson get full chem and the boys Trent, Mahrez, and Kane, they don't have like full green? Interesting. I'm not really sure, but no chem lines. That's the first time in the 15 years. Yeah, this would be the 15th year of FUT, and it's the first year that we don't have chem lines. That's crazy.
Screen is that there are no chem lines.
Yeah, that's right. So positional links are gone. Players can now link across the entire pitch. Your left back and your right back are
By the way, we did make a lot of TikToks on that, and we were correct. All right. I actually spoke with an EA localization officer, who deals with more user interface and whatnot, but he knows quite a lot about the game too. So, he did explain to me a few things, but I'm not a leaker, So I'll get the info and then I'll give it out accordingly at least. But this is interesting. I still don't understand how it works, so let's just listen in.
linked. Your goalkeeper and your striker. If we look at Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, for example, this is an iconic duo, a real threat in the Premier League. In 23, they can now build chemistry towards each other. And the same thing works when you're building hybrid squads. You'll be able to link up your striker, let's say Mbappe, with your defenders from PSG or France or Ligue 1. So there's a lot more options now when it comes to building interesting squads with more variety, instead of having to rely on neighboring links and green links.
So I'm noticing that every player has 3 diamonds on them. Does that represent the chemistry?
Yeah, so players can now have between 0 and 3 chemistry, 0 being the minimum and 3 being the maximum.
So one thing I also see on this screen is the left panel. Does that help you figure out how much chem you're getting for each player?
Yeah, so this will be your reference point for how you build chemistry. Each nation, each club, each league in your squad will be represented in this left panel, and you'll build chemistry towards the thresholds for each of these.
Okay, so I did see Ederson with green triangles, but I don't think that's actually. I think it's just an off color. I don't think so. It's actually just blue. All right, so 1 diamond, so 3 chemistry. Okay, all right, so just 3 once you have them filled in. But how the hell do you get 3? All right.
As you add players, you'll start working towards these thresholds and unlock chemistry for that nation, league, or club.
So are there any changes to positioning?
The first big change is
By the way, there is still a position modifier card. There is still a position modifier card. People think there's not. There is a position modifier card, but it's a lone position modifier card. So instead of having like a left mid to left wing, it's just called position modifier card. So you can then switch like Son or whoever. It works on any card that has a secondary position.
that most players will have a secondary position. And the secondary position is based off of where they play in the real world.
So let's take João Cancelo, for example. Sometimes he plays at left back for Man City, and then other weekends he plays at right back. So you'll have a secondary position.
So I think that's the perfect example.
Oh, look, they changed the way this looks as well. So it's actually 3 lines across. Interesting. As far as I'm aware, Kemp's does are the exact same. I wish they brought in new ones, but they're the exact same. But interesting.
First
Okay.
time you can now position
See, there you go. Position modifier card. There you go.
change from the left side to the right side of the pitch, or vice versa.
Oh, Cancelo can still play right wing back. That's good. I like it.
That means Cancelo could switch from being a right back to being a left back in your squad. And it's also a really cool way that we can differentiate unique players.
But he can't play left wing back. That's something to take into consideration too.
So Cancelo, based on what he does in real life for City, you can now reflect that in game as well.
So can players have more than one alternate position?
Yeah, so players can have up to 3 secondary positions, and most will have at least 1. If a player is out of position, they will always have 0 chemistry. And at 0 chemistry, there are no more negative attributes.
Woohoo! Have you ever played FIFA? Like, if you have like 3 chem on a player, you get like -6 in each stat, which is crazy. So at least now, like at the very least, if you have 0 chemistry in a player, you have a player that you see is base stats on his card. That's exactly what you get in game. Okay, even with 0 chemistry, something to worth noticing because it opens up a lot of different avenues. Because now you won't have players at -6. Say Visca, who gets a lot of informs in the Turkish league, if you want to play them, you can play them now. That's cool.
They're still going to play at least as good as their base stats. So already you've got a lot more options for trying out players without having to rework your entire squad.
So now let's talk about icons and heroes. How do they help with the chemistry of the team?
So icons and heroes always give a unique benefit to your team, and that's not changing with 23. Icons and heroes, as long as they're in the right position, will always be at full chemistry. On top of that, icons,
Wait.
as long as they're in the right position,
Okay. As long as they're in the right position. Okay.
always be at full chemistry. On top of that, icons will count as 2 players towards their nation, and heroes will count as 2 players towards their league. If you play an icon or hero out of position, they're going to be at 0 chemistry. Now remember, at 0 chem, players won't have negative attributes, so they're always going to play at least as good as their base stats. So you can try out icons and heroes out of position if you just want to see what they play like in that squad.
So everybody's been talking about crossplay.
Interesting though. Okay, chemistry still a bit of a mind fuke, but it's actually all right. So as far as I'm aware, it looks like you need at least 3 people from a single squad. Sorry, 3 people from a singular league to get each player full chem. And then if you have a player like an icon, you know, that counts as 1 towards any league. So that's interesting, you know, which means if you have an icon and a Premier League player, you only need 1 more Premier League player for all of them to have full chem. I think I understand that.
And I want to know, how is that going to affect FIFA Ultimate Team?
So what that means for us is that we're adding crossplay to all of our 1 versus 1 modes. So if you're playing on the same generation,
No 2v2, very crucial. That would be really fun. That would be, hopefully in the future still, but man, you want to be able to play with your mates over on PC or Xbox together, but you can't just yet. But hey, at least we're getting somewhere.
of consoles as someone, you're going to be able to match up with them. So that means our PlayStation and our Xbox users are finally going to get to battle head to head. What that also means is that we're introducing crossplay to our friendlies modes as well. So if you have friends and you want a bit of a friendly competition from platform to platform, you're going to be able to do that now.
And what does that mean for the transfer market?
We have 1 global transfer market for most players. So if you're a FUT trader, you should pay attention to this because it means there's going to be more content for you to play with and more people who are going to be competing on the transfer market as well.
So in terms of draft, FUT champ,
Cool. That's exactly what they should do. I'm happy enough. PC should also be included on the next-gen markets, which they're not. I'm not sure why. Maybe because of the amount of coin farming that can happen on PC. But you know what? We're getting somewhere. That's good.
and rivals, will that be crossplay as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our 1 versus 1 head-to-head modes are going to be crossplay.
On top of that, we're also adding global leaderboards. So for the first time in Rivals, you're going to look at the Elite Division and see players from other platforms to compete for that #1 spot. But you can also toggle it to only look at your platform leaderboard as well.
So I'll be honest, one thing I love doing is spending time customizing my stadium. Is there anything
Who cares, Chew Boy?
new when it comes to that?
Yeah, we're making upgrades across the board, Shu. So your stadium's going to have a new roof for tier 1, 2, and 3. We've got
Woo!
new animated pitch trophies that look awesome.
My man, they have a bong on the side of the pitch. What's going on there?
We've got new animated tifos as well. So how you can customize and show off your stadium is going to look so much better in FIFA 23.
So it's a World Cup year. Is there anything coming for FUT?
We are going to have the World Cup in FUT this year, but I can't really say anything else, so stay tuned.
Well, I mean, hey, you can't get everything you want, but we did get a lot of great new details on FIFA Ultimate Team in FIFA 23. We heard about the brand new mode, FUT Moments, a brand new chemistry system that's going to redefine the way we play Ultimate Team, crossplay functionality, and of course, visual customization that is going to make your stadium look incredible. Aslan, Richard, it's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to FIFA 23. And back to you, Derek.
Cheers, everyone.
I don't care. All right. Oh, Marchisio's coming as a hero. You can't see it because of my fat head. Marchisio's coming. I used to love that card in like FIFA 11. Anyways, boys, yeah, like that's pretty much it. Okay, I'm happy enough. Cool. New chemistry system. No more negative marking. FUT Moments looks interesting. Customization. Who cares, honestly? But you know what, man? Really excited for this year. Crossplay as well. Gonna be sick. I don't know, man. It could be a good year. Let's just hope. I'm going to go now. I'm going to go play FIFA 23 beta. I'm not allowed to talk about it publicly, but I do have a Discord channel, which is in my description. If you want to get involved and maybe find out a few things early, some people might talk about it in there. But anyways, boys and girls, thanks very much. See you later. Bye.